Hi, welcome to Kitch More. Today you will learn about how to use the forms of the verb to do, namely do, does, did, and done. The verb to do is one of the most commonly misused verbs in the English language. So, in this video, let us learn about it and master the use of it in various situations. The verb to do has different forms. Do and does are the present tense of to do. Did is the past tense and done is the past participle. To understand better, let's dig deeper to each form. As I have mentioned, do and does are the present tense of to do. We use them when we are talking about current events or happenings. But remember that we use do and does depending on the subject of the sentence. We use do for plural subjects and for personal pronouns I, you, we, and they. We use does for singular subjects such as the personal pronouns he, she, and it. Let's have the following examples. I do my laundry on Sundays. You do your homework after dinner. We do our own tasks every day. They do their chores after school. As you can see, these four examples use the present tense of to do verb, which is do. As I have said, we use do for plural subjects and specific personal pronouns. For number 1, our subject is I. Number 2 is you. Number 3 is we. And number 4 is they. I, you, we, and they are all personal pronouns, and take note that they must take the present tense of to do, which is do. For the next examples, we have 1. He does nothing all day. 2. She does her chores when she arrives home. 3. It does fit you well. In these examples, we can see that they all use the present tense of to do verb, which is does. You have learned already that we use does for singular subjects. The subject in number 1 is he, in number 2 is she, and in number 3 is it. He, she, and it are all singular personal pronouns, and they must take the singular verb does. Remember that these sentences are all talking about a present event or happening. That is why we use do or does depending on the subject of the sentence. Now let us proceed to another form of the to do verb. We have the verb did. Did is the past tense of to do. When we say past tense, it means that we are talking about events that already happened. Unlike the present tense of to do, namely do and does, the to do verb did does not matter if its subject is singular or plural. It means that whether your subject is singular or plural, we still use the to do verb did when we are talking about past events. So here, all the personal pronouns mentioned earlier, such as I, you, we, they, he, she, and it, make use of the to do verb did. For example, I did my laundry last Sunday. I know you did everything to help. We did our homework last night. They did many things last summer break. He did his best to win the game. She did the reverse of what I asked. It did happen. As you can see, all of these sentences make use of the past tense of to do, which is did. It's because all the activities being talked about here happened in the past, and they are already finished. Mostly, the writer or speaker may use expressions to indicate past actions, such as last Sunday, last summer break, yesterday, etc. The last form of to do verb that we are going to tackle here is the past participle of to do, which is done. Take note that Past participles are accompanied by to have, and in this case, we must consider whether our subject is singular or plural. If our subject is singular, we use the verb to have in singular form, which is has, followed by the to-do verb done. For example, has done. If our subject is plural, we use the verb to have in plural or base form, which is have, followed by the to-do verb, which is done. For example, have done. To understand better, let's take up the following examples. I have done my homework. You have done your best to help. We have done our best. They have done their given tasks. In these four examples, you can see that they all use the plural form of the verb to have, which is have. Remember that if our subject is plural or is a personal pronoun like I, you, we, or they, we must use have paired with the past participle of the to-do verb, which is done. So we say, I have done, you have done, we have done, and they have done. Next examples. He has done a good job. She has done many things to succeed. It has done such outstanding work. Here, the sentences use the singular form of the verb to have, which is has, followed by the past participle done. Take note that we use this for singular subjects and personal pronouns such as he, she, and it. So we say, he has done, she has done, it has done. Now, when are we going to use has done and have done? If we use do and does for events that are currently happening or going on, and we use did for events that already happened in the past, we use has done and have done to speak of an action that was completed recently. This can be recent past, where we do not know the exact time when the action took place, or it speaks of an action which started from the past and has present consequences. Don't worry, because on our next videos, we will tackle more about the differences between has, have, and had. Let's take more examples that use the verbs do, does, did, and done. Our first example is, my classmates do their homework in school. Our subject here is my classmates. This is a plural subject, so we use the verb to do, which is do. Next, Max does his job perfectly. Here our subject is Max and it is singular. So we must use the verb does because it is a singular verb. Our third example is, our relatives did their best to help us when we were in trouble. Here the subject is our relatives. It doesn't matter if it is singular or plural because it is talking about past event, so we must use the verb did. The last example is, my sister has done charity work since she was 24. In this example, our subject is my sister. Here, we need to first see whether the subject is singular or plural, so that we can decide whether to use has or have. And since the subject my sister is singular, so we must use has plus done. There you have it. I hope that you learned something today. If you like this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Please support my channel and help it grow by hitting the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you will be updated every time I upload new videos. Thank you so much. Till next time.